ठीक है, मिलन सर चालू करो।
ओके,
हाँ
अपने को चालू करने का 3.3 से होम्योस्टेसिस से, लेकिन ये सब अपने को वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट ऑफ डीप ब्रीदिंग, एक्सेलेशन, लंग वॉल्यूम कैपेसिटी, रेट ऑफ ब्रीदिंग। जस्ट रिवीजन अपना जो किया था, मैडम ने किया था ना रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम में, जस्ट रिवीजन। इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ डीप ब्रीदिंग इन प्राणायाम. Yoga has given a lot of importance in breathing and more so in the deep breathing in the context of pranayama. The details of inhalation and exhalation is given below. 1. In normal breathing, inspiration starts with the contraction of the external intercostal muscles between the ribs. जो अपना chest tips का बीच का जो muscles है ना, that muscles that gets expanded, and diaphragm in order to increase the dimension of the thoracic cage in all the directions. The ribs and the sternum bone moves upwards and down, upwards and outward. Diaphragm descends. 1 minute. Descends.
here the question will be asked like this: which muscle involved in full yogic breath? What are they? How many they are?
One
The
is
answer, the answer is the three muscles are using in full yogic breath. The first one is diaphragmic breathing. Diaphragm use होगा. Second is intercostal muscle in the thoracic region, and the third one is collar muscle और clavicular muscle. वो शब्द जो है टेक्निकल, वो बहुत ही कठिन है उच्चार करने का, इसके लिए इसको कॉलर बोन या क्लैविकुलर मसल बोलते हैं. मैंने भेजा था लगता है ये, मे बी आई पुट इट इन और ग्रुप में भेजा था ये तीन मसल बरोबर.
yes.
हाँ, अभी सब लोगों ने अंगूठा दिखाना है, मतलब मालूम पड़ेगा आपको समझा नहीं समझा या कुछ.
Okay. हाँ.
गिव अ थम्स अप.
तम सब माने मालूम पड़ गया. हाँ. Okay. Now pulmonary arteries carries deoxygenated blood to the lungs. Pulmonary respiration will start from the right ventricle. During inhalation, the partial pressure of the oxygen is 105 milligrams per mercury level, while deoxygenated blood is flowing through the pulmonary capillaries only 40 milligrams. ऑक्सीजन का जो प्रेशर है while inhalation is 105, while deoxygenated blood जो अभी लंग से हार्ट से जा रहा है, deoxygenated blood for purification at the alveoli, that is only 40. As a result of the difference in pressure of oxygen, oxygen diffuses from the alveoli into the deoxygenated blood of the pulmonary capillaries. जो pulmonary respiration से capillaries से जो blood लेके आया है for oxygenation, जो alveoli के ऊपर, तो ड्यू टू द डिफरेंस इन द प्रेशर बिटवीन 105 एंड 40, वो alveoli से इधर जाते हैं. ओके, कुछ भी मैं वेरी स्लोली जाता हूँ, कुछ भी तो जरा पूछना भाई. ओके, एंड पार्शियल प्रेशर ऑफ ऑक्सीजन बिकम्स 105. 40 का जो होएगा 100, ऑक्सीजन कंबाइंस विद हेमोग्लोबिन एंड फॉर्म्स ऑक्सीहेमोग्लोबिन. हेमोग्लोबिन इज अ रेड कंटेंट इन द ब्लड. हाँ, CO2 also diffuses from the deoxygenated blood of the capillaries into alveoli. Deoxygenated blood into alveoli, in the partial pressure of carbon dioxide is 40 milligrams, while CO2 in the deoxygenated blood is 45 milligrams. Oh, carbon dioxide का pressure varies from 40 to 45, whereas oxygen level का level varies from 105 to 40. Thus, the oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange across the thin walls of the alveoli and the blood capillaries. Exhalation, breathing out process. Exhalation is a passive process and there is no muscular contraction in it. Expiration begins when the intercostal muscle relaxes, the ribs moves downwards and the diaphragm ascends. Diaphragm नीचे जाने के बाद expansion होता है, अभी ऊपर आने के बाद contraction होता है, and the intercostal muscle also get relaxes, it comes down and the exhalation takes place. The process of exhalation takes place. The diameter of the thorax is decreased and thus the lungs are pressed. The pressure of the lungs at this moment is greater than the atmospheric pressure. बाहर का प्रेशर से प्रेशर ज्यादा है, इसके लिए the lungs is able to throw out the carbon dioxide. The stretched lungs tend to recoil and assume the original size. The air is thus forced out of the lung during the expiration and on the exhalation. Next, thus both inhalation and exhalation together constitute the acts of respiration. The rate of expiration in a normal healthy person is 16 to 20 per minute. Rate of breathing. ये आपको मैं नीचे चार्ट भी बनाया है, वो आपको मालूम है. It is averaging between 16 to 20 minutes. Now, जो अगर आप किसी को व्याधि है, किसको डिजीज है, किसको प्रॉब्लम्स है, the rate of this will go up to 20, 22, 23 depending upon the problem. और जो कंटिन्यूस आसनासन प्राणायाम का प्रैक्टिस कंटिन्यूस ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ इयर्स करते हैं, उसका ब्रीदिंग रेट विल कम डाउन. It may vary from person to person depending on the state of the health and the mind, and it may go down to 14, 15, 13, 12 depending upon कितना कैसा एक्टिव है उसका mind और body. Okay. In all pranayama practices have to be deeper relaxation and the flow of the oxygen blood to different organs of the body. The exhalation should be slower than the inhalation. And the preferred standard parameters is exhalation should be twice that of inhalation. Basic crux of pranayama is exhalation should be twice that of inhalation. In all pranayama, the volume of the air inhaled and exhaled is 500 ml. Normal breathing which goes on.
सर
Yeah.
सर सॉरी, आपने वो बेसिक रूल ऑफ प्राणायाम क्या है? एक्सलेशन शुड बी
Twice that of inhalation.
ट्वाइस. ओके ओके.
अपन बोलते हैं एक्सलेशन स्लोली करो.
यस 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 सर, अंडरस्टूड.
Aware of this much. Count कैसा करना है? The difference between two. Now, if you are exhaling 4, if you are inhaling 4, you have to exhale 8. लेकिन इनिशियल स्टार्टिंग स्टेज में नहीं होता है. Then by default continuous practice से automatically 8 क्या इसके ऊपर भी जाएगा. Okay.
Okay.
The volume of the air inhaled and exhaled is 500 ml. Okay. And dead space volume only 350. 1 minute. Only 350 ml reaches the alveolus and the balance does not reach the alveolus out of 500 ml. Okay. Now, tidal volume, that TV into rate of breathing is 500 into 14 is equal to 7 reserve volume. Okay. The rate of breathing 14 liya idhar. If we take 16 to still, if we take a deep breath, we can inhale about 2500. Itna 5 times more than that of the inhalation. 2500 ml, which is inspiratory reserve volume, IRV. Okay. That is deep breathing that we karte hai, that is the reserve volume. Okay. The extra volume of air inhaled in IRV can be expelled out by 1000 ml, that is ERV. Now, ये देखो 2500 से 1000 कमती करना पड़ेगा. It is just for information. अपन वॉल्यूम ऑफ एयर मैकेनिकली अपन करते हैं ना प्राणायाम, वी शुड नो क्या कर रहा है करके. When we introspect क्या हो रहा है, then you come to know. Next, the residual volume. Even after the expiratory reserve is exhaled, some amount of air still remains filled in the air passages, which is about 1200 ml. Air passage मैंने क्या bronchioles and bronchial tubes, and ultimately it ends up the alveoli. Okay. So sum total of the tidal volume 500 ml and the inspiratory reserve volume 2500 is equal to IRC, inspiratory reserve volume. जो आपने इनहेल किया प्राणायाम में डीप ब्रीथिंग करके चेस्ट एक्सपांशन करके मैक्सिमम किया वो 2500 ml और इनिशियली द नॉर्मल ब्रीथिंग और 500. इतना नहीं होता, जस्ट एवरेज हेल्दी पर्सन को पैरामीटर्स है. ओके. 3000 ml. ना एक्सपिरेटरी रिजर्व कैपेसिटी ERC इज इक्वल टू सम ऑफ tidal volume plus ERV, that is 1500 ml. Vital capacity sum of the IRC, that is ऊपर जो inspiratory reserve volume and ERC, this one, that 3000 जो है plus 1500, that is comes to 4000 to 4500. Okay. तो आपको ये मालूम वाला बनता है आपका लंग का कैपेसिटी वी आर यूटिलाइजिंग टू द एक्सटेंड ऑफ ओनली कितना 30 to 40%. सो दो आदमी को अपन टाई करेगा बाय रस्सी से टाई करेगा ना, तो सर्कमफ्रेंस जो होएगा ना उतना कैपेसिटी एक आदमी का लंग कैपेसिटी है. Okay, so normally we utilize only a 40 to 45% of the available volume of the air. Okay, now what is the volume of the air? 79% of inhale करते हैं nitrogen, 79% we exhale. Oxygen you inhale 20% and 16% you exhale. That means 4% out of this new air which is taken inside. Carbon dioxide inhale करते हैं कितना है? 0.04%. That is depending upon the normal air. A normal non-polluted air है. In a polluted air, the carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide increase हो जाएगी. So the percentage may increase. So that will affect the respiratory system. हाँ, that's why in the normal atmospheric air में, हाँ, अभी समझो in some places people are having allergy to asthma, allergy to bronchitis, और उनको जो एलर्जी होने से, तो in that case they are inhaling available air जो है बाहर एटमॉस्फेयर में जो एयर है, it contains more of carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. वो जो इनहेल करते हैं तभी भी इनका जो रेशियो, but this is for a normal person. और एक्सेल हो रखा है 4.04%. ये एक्सेल किधर से आ गया? जो रेसिडुअल वॉल्यूम ऑफ एयर है उसमें जो 4% खींच के ले लिया, जो बाहर पहले का जो एयर था कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, दैट इज बीन एक्सपेंड आउट. ओके, ये देखो 20% ले लिया, 16% एक्सेल कर दिया. वो जो एक्सेलेशन किया है, some amount of air is in the earlier volume of the lungs. Okay, miscellaneous जो है helium gas and so many other things 0.96. Okay, next is standard parameters. ये अपन देखे थे न्यूबॉर्न बेबीज में 1 मिनट में 40 होता है, 1 year old में एवरेज 30 होता है, 2 to 5 years old 24, 6 to 14 is 20 to 22, and 15 to 20 years में girls and this much 18, and adults में after the age of 21 it stabilizes at 16 to 18. जो अपन पहले देखा था 16 to 20 it stabilizes. तो नॉर्मल 30% रहेगा, तो उनका ये रहेगा ब्रीदिंग रेट इज दिस मच. यू नो वी कैन कैलकुलेट ब्रीदिंग रेट. सुबह का जो नॉर्मल प्राणधारण अपन करते हैं, नॉर्मल ऑब्जर्वेशन ऑफ द ब्रेथ, यू कैन कैलकुलेट योर ब्रीदिंग रेट वेयर यू स्टैंड. आपका नंबर ऑफ ईयर्स ऑफ प्रैक्टिस का ऊपर आपका ब्रीदिंग रेट कमती हो गया कि नहीं, यू कैन एसेट. सो व्हेनेवर अ न्यू स्टूडेंट कम, उनका ब्रीदिंग रेट चेक करने को बोलने का, यू ऑब्जर्व प्राणधारणा, मोबाइल में टाइमिंग ऑन करो, यू ऑब्जर्व द ब्रीदिंग रेट क्या है करके, 100 के लिए कितना मिनट लगा, तो 1 मिनट में कितना है करके उनका ब्रीदिंग रेट. अगर उनको हेल्थ इश्यूज है, हाई ब्लड प्रेशर, डायबिटीज है, ओबेसिटी है, सो मेनी अदर इश्यूज, तो उनका ब्रीदिंग रेट विल बी अराउंड 22-23 रहेगा, समझा, 1 मिनट में. तो दिस इज द स्टैंडर्ड पैरामीटर ऑफ कैलकुलेटिंग द प्राणधारणा में जो मेडिटेशन में ये है करके. उसका नंबर ऑफ थॉट्स भी इंक्रीज हुआ रहेगा, सो ब्रीदिंग रेट विल नॉट गेट बी करेक्ट. ओके, एज द प्रैक्टिस गोस ऑन, क्या हो गया? वन मिनट,
क्या हुआ? कंटिन्यू करो ना.
yeah, as the breathing rate, as the age increase, as the व्याधि सब निकल जाएगा, practices goes on increasing, its breathing rate comes down. Normal level में आने के बाद continuous years of practice still goes down. Okay, now inference is a result of rate of breathing on prolonged practice of pranayama. Now normal rate of respiration is slightly higher in women than in men. Okay, the rate and the depth of the respiration varies with the oxygen demands of the body. This increases with exercise and emotions and decreases during rest. Due to the wrong actions and habits affects the mind, the breathing rate becomes disturbed and absent. Unhealthy person with high blood pressure, diabetes 1 and 2, and other comorbidities, the breathing rate increases and always remains at the same level. Unhealthy person, जो मैं बताया, high diabetes, diabetes 1 and 2, and other comorbid, the breathing rate increases and always remains at the same level. Now, as the practice goes on increasing, uska breathing rate become better. This will increase the immunity power, and the sadhak will be or will remain healthy and diseaseless with the decreased aging and increased lifespan. The inference and result of rate of breathing of prolonged practice of pranayama. Prolonged practice of deep breathing and Ashtakumbha Pranayama. The rate of breathing reduces by around 4 to 5 knots over a period of years, provided with Mitahaha, proper sleep and duty. Okay. Regular sadhanas of kriyas and asanas and pranayama will stimulate the reduction in rate. Thorough cleansing process, including Kapalbhati and other kriyas, as per Atharva Pradipika, will also stimulate this. This will increase the immunity power and the sadhak will remain healthy and diseaseless with the decreased aging and increased lifespan. So these are the general awareness of the breathing rate. तो जो निकालने का है everything breathing का बारे में. Now we come to the anatomy part of the homeostasis. Okay. What is homeostasis? It is defined as the condition in which the body's internal environment remains relatively constant. When the person, healthy person, is able to absorb the external bacteria and the immune system will react with the bacteria and the bacteria will be thrown out of the system. That is the homeostasis. That is, his immunity power is strong to attack the external viruses or external bacteria. That's why we आज का कोविड का इसमें बोलता है कि increase your immunity power करती है to the external food and proper food and sleep and all. Okay. In this process, what happens in this process? Hydrogen ion concentration, supply of the nutrients, efficient removal of the waste products of metabolism, optimum blood pressure, and appropriate blood sugar level are maintained without notice. Okay. Temperature is constant at 37, not 370, 37 degrees centigrade by balancing the heat loss and gain. Cells in the body are unable to carry out the chemical reactions properly due to the imbalance of the temperature. Cells absorb the required, जो अंदर के जो टिश्यूज के अंदर के जो सेल्स है, absorb the required nutrients. Absorb the required nutrients and oxygen from the tissue fluid and give up toxic waste in return. Blood carries the waste to the organs for excretion. The kidneys and the skin and the lungs also act as agents. The hydrogen ion concentration or the pH of the blood level is accurately maintained at 7.4, slightly towards the alkaline side. आपको मालूम है 7.4 के नीचे जो है alkaline है, 7.4 के ऊपर है acidic in nature. Homeostasis disturbed by any stimulus that creates.
ये क्या बज रहा है आपके इधर? भ्रमर बज रहा है क्या? डमरू बज रहा है?
इधर नहीं, कुछ नहीं. नो.
करके आ रहा है कुछ तो. ठीक है, अभी गया हो गया. चलो, ओके.
Homeostasis is disturbed by any stimulus that creates an imbalance in the internal environment and gives rise to stress. Stress may be produced from increased heat, cold, loud sound, heavy light, lack of oxygen, and exhaustion. Stress may arise due to pain, emotions, or unpleasant thoughts. These stressors stimulate the hypothalamus and bring about many changes in the body as the sympathetic nervous system and the adrenal medulla are stimulated. कल अपने endocrine glands पे आपने देखे आपको स्ट्रेसेस होने के बाद में कौन सा hormones are इसमें and the hypothalamus gland also gets affected. And we have seen the ACTH and adenocortical hormones, which arises from the pituitary and goes on to the medulla cortex. ये हो गया homeostasis का part. Now we come to the sensory organs. हे फर्स्ट टाइम करता आपण गेल्या वेळी केलं नव्हतं विजय सर. ओके. Now first is the overall senses. अपने को सेंस ऑर्गन सब पढ़ना है. Ear, nose, skin, tongue, eyes. So 5 sensory organs. Okay. I think you're able to read. Now the color may change करूँगा मैं बाद में. The nervous system must receive and process the. What is the difference between the? We are not studying the anatomy of ear, eyes and nose. No. उनको अपने को anatomy part में आएगा. इधर का sensation, the functioning level of the eyes, ईयर जो है वो स्किन तक कैसा सिग्नल उनको पहुंचता है, एंड हाउ इट इज एबल टू डेसिफर इनटू द relevant sound, taste or eat. So that is the process from the anatomy part to the brain. Okay, signals which are produced, that is the इधर अपन comments करते हैं अपन. So the nervous system must receive and process the information from the world outside in order to react, communicate and keep the body healthy and safe. Much of the information comes to the sensory organs, the eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. ये सब अपने को मालूम है क्या है इनका functioning level. Specialized cells and tissues within these organs receive the raw stimuli and translate them into signals the nervous system can use. Nerves relay the signals to the brain, which interpret them as sight, vision, sound, hearing, smell, olfaction, taste. उसको अपन gustation बोलते हैं, and touch is the tactile perception. अभी अपन इंडिविजुअल एक एक देखेंगे. आइज का देखेंगे. What are the process in the anatomy of this? Optic nerves, जो nerves अंदर आइज को जो stimulate करते हैं sound. Optic nerves. Second is the retina, sclerae, lens जो है, जो black spot जो दिखता है that is cornea, the pupil and the iris. Important आइज के जो पार्ट्स है अपने को मालूम होना बहुत जरूरी है. These are exams में they can ask because these are very very important parts of the eyes. Same way with the ears and all other things. Okay, eye का so these are the parts of the eye. इसमें क्या होता है? The cornea is transparent to allow the light to enter the eye and curve to direct it to the pupil behind it. Pupil here. Okay. Light जो होता है cornea में इधर, it goes to the pupil here. The pupil is actually an opening of the colored disc of the iris. The iris dilates or constricts. Iris here. Iris dilates or constricts, adjusting how much light passes through the pupil and on to the lens. The curved lens then focuses the image onto the retina. Here. Either say this will go from here to go to the retina. The eye's interior, the retina is a delicate membrane of nervous tissues containing photoreceptor cells. These cells, rods and cones, translate the light into the nervous signals. The optic nerve carries the signals from the eyes to the brain, which interrupt them to form the visual image. Any difficulty इसमें प्रोसेस में आपको डिफिकल्टी है क्या इसमें बताइए प्लीज. आई गो स्लो ओनली. बाकी सब और योगिक सब्जेक्ट्स है लेकिन ये अपने को जो समझना बहुत. The process how it goes from the entry of the light to the signal of the brain. How it goes, that has to be. This has been extracted from the Google, please. इसके लिए. Any difficulty इसमें, आइस में इसमें. Next, ear का. This is the ear matter. अभी मैं इधर जैसा इसने किया था, पूनम ने किया था वीडियो रिकॉर्डिंग में भी देखा पर आई कुड नॉट गेट इट. देखो नहीं होता है, वीडियो रिकॉर्डिंग नहीं होता है. No. Music, laughter, firearms all reach the ears as sound waves in the air. The sound waves beat against the tympanic membrane, creating mechanical vibrations in the membrane. The tympanic membrane transfers this vibration to three small bones known as auditory ossicles found in the air-filled cavity of the middle ear. These bones are meniscus, incus and stapes. I could not get a diagram. इसका अंदर का जो parts है I could not get it. मैं बहुत ढूंढा मैं I could not get it. Carry the vibrations and knock again the opening to the inner ear. The inner ear consists of fluid-filled canals, including the spiral-shaped cochlea. As the oscillations found way, specialize the air cells in the cochlea detect the pressure waves in the. They activate the nervous receptors. नर्वस सिस्टम में जो रिसेप्टर है, sending the signals to the cochlea now toward the brain, which interrupt the signal as sound. So ultimately it gets the sound. अपने बॉम्बे में जो बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट हुआ था, आरडीएक्स का जो बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट हुआ था, तो वन ऑफ द सीनियर योगा टीचर हमारा योगा जी निकले उनके, he had an heart attack. He was traveling for the Dadar classes. From Goregaon, he was traveling for Dadar classes. Ashtekar म्हणून तुम्ही ऐकलं असेल विजय सर, Ashtekar. This is 2007 की बात है, 2007 की बात है. He was traveling in the first class. Suddenly bomb blast हो गया. उसको immediately heart attack आ गया. We survived due to the active practice of them. जो क्रिया मिया सब एकदम पानी, झाड़ में पानी डालता ना, ऐसा इतना दूर से पानी जाता था. He's a very active practitioner he was. तो अभी भी जिंदा है, but because of the old age and this problem, he lost his earsight and ultimately heart में affect हो गया. That is not decibels of the sound. One with a very high sound, with a sound is not able to adjust with it. दूर का sound, RDS का जो sound was. ऐसे bomb blast का sound, the ear is not able to accept it. So ear में वो drum, ear drum का ये फट जाएगा. Okay. Next is the touch. स्किन का उधर का सबको मालूम है, जो सरफेस लेवल है, that is known as epidermis. Then there are cells, this is, and नीचे का लेवल होता है hypodermis. Okay. Then these are the small matters which takes the signal of the touch to the brain. These are the ये जो small ये दिखता है ना, this one, see the form free nerve ending, that is here, this one. अभी we know about the surface level and the inner level, और अंदर का जो सेल ये है का receptors है, this carry this directly to the brain. इसके लिए जब भी आपको गलती से किचन में अपने का प्लेट, हॉट प्लेट के ऊपर ये रखते हैं, though the gas is off, immediately we take out the hand. This signal goes to the brain by garam hai करके, your body is not able to accept it. Same exactly opposite is cold also. फ्रिज में से कौन सा भी निकालेगा, फ्रीजर में से कौन निकालेगा, that degree of temperature will be much less. That's why your hand will not be able to accept it. But signal goes to the brain. बाबा इतना temperature है तुम्हारा body accept नहीं करेगा. So both things you have to understand. Touch का इसमें ज़्यादा रहने होता है. But all other things you can ordinarily touch. अभी आप चाय गरम करके आपने हाथ से नहीं निकालेंगे, आपको मन में गरम है करके, तो उसमें यूज फॉर्क, पकड़ यूज करते हैं to remove it because it is hot. Okay. Function of the skin. Skin consists of three tissues: epidermis, middle is dermis, and middle dermis है, वो मार्क नहीं किया इधर आई थी. So three dermis at the innermost was hypodermis. Here, hypodermis. Specialized receptor cells within this cell detect the tactical sensation and relay signals through peripheral nerves towards the brain. The presence and location of the different types of receptors make certain body parts more sensitive. Fingertips, nipples, the sole of the feet. Both these receptors detect the touch pressure and vibration. एक हाथ का हो गया, tips of the fingers, बराबर है. Then nipples, the sole of the feet, नीचे के sole का feet. Both these detect the touch pressure and vibration. Other touch receptors include the Pacinian corpuscles, which also register pressure and vibration, and the free ending of the specialized nerve that feel pain, itch, and tickle. Then comes the sensation of smell. तो इसमें nose functioning से जो है ये जाता है, that is stimulates the signals which goes to the. Here also I could not get the recording. Okay. The sense of the smell is called olfaction. It starts with the specialized nerve receptor located on the hair-like cilia in the epithelium at the top of the nasal cavity. This I think the hair-like cilia. This one, जो दिखते हैं and these are the receptors. The violet में दिखते हैं, these are the receptors which carry this. When we sniff or inhale through the nose, some chemicals in the air bind to these receptors. That triggers, that means that activates the signal that travels up a nerve fiber through the epithelium and the skull bone to the olfactory bulbs. The olfactory bulbs contain the neuron cells, bodies that transmit the information along the cranial nerves, which are extension of the olfactory bulbs. They send the signal down the olfactory nerves toward the olfactory area of the cerebral cortex. Okay. Medulla cortex upon the cerebral cortex is near the cerebellum cover, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. So this is the reading of the smell के बारे में. So we have to understand it transfers to this epithelium and the skull bone about to the olfactory bulb. The olfactory bulbs contain neuron cells, bodies that transmit the information along the cranial nerves, which are extension of the olfactory bulb. They send the signal down to the olfactory nerves toward the olfactory area of the cerebral cortex. Tongue. एक कहावत आपको मालूम है, जो जीभ को अच्छा लगता है वो पेट के लिए खराब है, और जो पेट के लिए अच्छा लगता है वो जीभ के लिए खराब है. एग्जाम्पल यू नो वेरी वेल. करेला ऑर्डिनरी पर्सन को अच्छा नहीं लगेगा करेला, बट अ डायबिटीज पर्सन विथ इंसुलिन हैज टू टेक करेला का सूप टू मेंटेन हिज इंसुलिन शुगर लेवल, है ना, along supported with the insulin injection, because he is in a very severe diabetes. Maybe 200, 240, 250 level में उसका diabetes level रहेगा. Okay, this I just मैं out of the topic only, but tongue का जो important आपको बता रहे हैं. Okay, whereas body is able to accept the sweetness, bitterness body accept नहीं करता है always. बच्चों को दे देगा जो भी accept नहीं करेगा. So that is the specialty of tongue. Now इसमें क्या क्या है? Taste buds. Taste buds जो tongue के end में is the taste buds. Fingiform papilla. Okay. Then cell, vestigial cells which are situated एक cell है. And circumambulate papilla, that is at the end, one end. योगा में मालूम है आपको, there is क्रिया में एक है expansion of the tongue, increases the longevity of life. अपना मला माहिती आहे सर, विजय सर, दोन्ही हाताने आपण टंग एक्सपांड केला म्हणजे ऍक्टिव्हिटी बढ़ते आहे ना, आणि आपण ते क्रियामध्ये आपण करतो एव्हरीडे. आय डू दोन्ही हाताने क्रिया करून मी एक्सटेंड द टंग. तो टंग एक्सटेंड द लाईफ ऑल्सो, असं म्हटलेलं पुस्तकात म्हटलेलं आहे.
किताब में घेरंड संहिता में ऐसा लिखा है.
हाँ, यस, हाँ.
लोह के चिमटे से आपको जबान को बाहर खींचना है.
पर बेनिफिट क्या है? बेनिफिट देच ना,
बेनिफिट वो बहुत साइंटिफिक रीजन से बहुत है. अभी वो आगे जाएंगे तो बहुत, अभी उसमें ये होगा, जब आएगा तभी बात करते हैं.
ये स्क्रिप्चर में क्या बोलते हैं? स्क्रिप्चर में बेनिफिट बोला रहेगा ना, सब टंग एक्सपांशन का. Okay. Functioning of the tongue and tongue. What are those small bumps on the top of the tongue? They are called papilla. Many of them include the circumambulate papilla, and fungiform papilla contain the taste buds. That is at the lower level. Okay. When we eat, chemicals from the food enter the papilla and reach the taste buds. These chemicals or taste nuts stimulate the specialized gustatory cells inside the taste buds. Here, these are small cells which are there inside the taste buds. Activating the nervous receptors, the receptors send the signals to the fibers of the facial, glossopharyngeal, and vagus nerves. Those nerves carry the signal to the medulla oblongata. It is at the above the spinal cord, which relays them to the thalamus and cerebral cortex of the brain. So ultimately, from the brain it comes back to the receptors, and receptors से display होता है I mean, the tongue gets a signal whether it is cold, hot, sweet, bitter, pungent, जो भी है उसका जो टेस्ट है, that sensation of this one. Okay. So this completes the eyes, nose, taste, skin, touch और five senses का organs का उसका functioning level है. Now we come back to the yogic part. Effect of Satkarmas on the respiratory, circulatory and musculoskeletal system. Now Satkarmas में what are Satkarmas are purification techniques as per Advaita Pradipika, which becomes a prerequisite for asanas and pranayama. एक में गैंड संहिता में बोला है मैंडेटरी है करके, आठवें प्रदीप में मैंडेटरी नहीं है करके बोला है. Satkama removes any balance in three doshas. It reduces the excess bodies of fat, mucus blocking inside the respiratory tract should be removed, gas in the stomachs and intestines eliminated. If the three doshas are balanced, there is no need to practice the Satkarma. That is what even Ayurveda depends on it. तो त्रिदोष में imbalance होता है, इसके लिए उसका व्याधि में निकल जाता है उसको आयुर्वेदा में वात पित्त कफ. All the diseases arising out of the excess wind, bile and mucus are eliminated from the body through the practice of basti. By practicing jala basti, the appetite increases. ये जो examination के लिए ये सब जरा देखिए जरा please. Benefit. The appetite increases, the body grows, excess doshas are destroyed, and the dhatu senses and the mind are purified. If you want, I will make it in red also. Don't worry. The five chis are interlinked. Whatever happens on the one affects the others. When the Annamaya and Pranamaya koshas are clean, there are no blockages between them and the Manomaya kosha. The first four koshas are the extensions of Anandamaya. When there are blockages between any one, the communications and integrations are a hindrance. Next, Annamaya and Pranamaya are gross manifestation. That is first two layers, the outermost layer are gross manifestation, while Manomaya, Vijnanamaya are subtle pranayama. The link between the gross and the subtle, which is that Annamaya के नीचे प्राणमय, प्राणमय के नीचे मनोमय, मनोमय के नीचे विज्ञानमय, आनंदमय. So विज्ञानमय, आनंदमय, मनोमय is the interlink between the gross, that is the Annamaya and Pranamaya, and subtle level is Vijnanamaya and Anandamaya. The bridge between the higher and Vijnanamaya and Anandamaya. After practice Satkarma, you are establishing integration of your whole being, physically, emotionally, mentally, physically, and cosmically. Okay. Thereby the nadis gets purified, and thereby yielding better results in pranayama and further movement into antaranga. Okay. Thereby the nadis gets purified, detoxified, that Ida, Pingala and Sushumna, and thereafter the further 3-4 nadis also gets purified. Thereby yielding better results in asanas, pranayama, and further movement into antaranga. Effect of asanas, Satkarmas का हो गया अभी. Effect of asanas on the different system. The final topsy-turvy postures allows the gravity to act as a stretching force, and the muscles are passively stretched. Brain receives sufficient quantity of blood, which refreshes the whole central nervous system. ये जो है विपरीत कर्ण मुद्रा, मत्स्यासन, विपरीत कर्ण मुद्रा, हलासन, सर्वांगासन, जैसा और टॉक्सिकली पोस्चर्स, उसमें ब्रेन में ब्लड ज्यादा जाता है. ओके, कंपेयर टू द आसनास व्हिच इज एट द abdomen or the pelvic region के नीचे. Okay, in the asana related to supine posture, the muscles are stretched against some resistance from the joints and tendons. This increases the muscle tension, thereby increasing the muscle tone. In the supine posture, lying down posture. In the standing posture, the static stretching of the spinal column increases the blood circulation around the spine that tones up its muscles. The trunk movements are also slow, and therefore each vertebra is moved gradually and freely in the natural rate of the movement. The nutrition will improve due to the increased circulation around. Yeah. इसमें क्या होता है स्टैंडिंग पोस्चर में due to the elevation, the spinal nerves जो है, which are emanating from the vertebral column, which are directly connected to the nervous system, that gets activated. And उधर का side का जो muscles है, the muscles also get back, the lower back muscles, the middle back, which are in the chest strips का उधर का जो back muscles है, and the clavicular side का back muscles. So that also gets activated, shoulder muscles. Okay. Next, here, due to the increased, 1 minute, due to the increased circulation around the joints and the toxic waste products are also removed effectively. This prevents the stiffening of the joints and increases their mobility. Continuous practice of this, the vertebral columns जो है becomes very flexible, and इसके लिए the turning around postures also, talking to the forward bending, backward bending gets set up. If you find, if you observe yourself also, if you go to backward posture at a Ardha Chakrasana, आपको some years back or 2 years or 3 years back आपको सीधी भी दिखना है. Now you are able to see the back also because of a continuous practice. Same with the forward bending. फॉरवर्ड बेंडिंग में, हस्तपादासन में, फॉरवर्ड बेंडिंग में आपको इनिशियल स्टेजेस में हाथ पैर तक पहुंचता नहीं रहेगा. अभी शायद आपका हाथ पैर पर पहुंचता है, क्योंकि अपना हर्षवर्धन जैसा आदमी को तो हाथ अंदर भी डाल सकते हैं, पैर का अंदर भी डाल सकते हैं, इतना उसका ये स्ट्रेचिंग हो सकता है. ओके. That improved due to the increased circulation around joints, and the toxic waste products are also removed effectively. This prevents the stiffening of the joints and increases their mobility. So the life of the bones also will increase. उसका जो stiffness है वो stiffness में निकल जाएगा, and तो flexibility बढ़ेगा. Okay. Influence in the abdominal cavity. आपको उनका abdominal related आपको आसना से मालूम है, I will not tell you. On attaining the posture in the asanas, that is Setu Bandhasana or Pavanmuktasana and all, in most of the cases, the abdominal region is influenced. The pressure in the abdominal cavity changes, which is reflected on the visceral organs like stomach, colon, urinary bladder. If the normal breathing, the asana, there is an alternative positive and negative pressure on these organs. This not only changes the blood circulation in that area, but also stimulate the visoreceptors due to the stretching of these organs. This will promote and preserve the healthy condition of the endocrine glands. इसके लिए आसन में जाता है पूछने का टाइम, स्लो, स्टेडी, rhythmic, controlled breathing. Then secondly, in a stretch posture, the body which is the part which is not stretched gets relaxation. That we call it conscious differential relaxation. If you try mind to be observe and aware of this, then only such changes will take place in the body level and the tissue level. अगर आपका it will be otherwise it will be just exercise. If you don't go slow, steady, rhythmic, controlled breathing with awareness, then only you'll get this. Please, आपको conscious differential relaxation in these stages में होना मांगता है. Then ultimately when the practice becomes perfect at this, it becomes eucerial, unconsciously differential relaxation of the part which is not extended. Okay, please. Savasana and Makarasana are relaxation postures and machine. This is a conscious relaxation which brings about physical as well as mental relaxation. After every two set of asanas, the Savasana or relaxation should be done where the stretch parts gets relaxed. इसके लिए end of the session के लिए relaxation होना जरूरी है. If relaxation is not there at end of the part, after every two asanas, tell the student to relax, 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 relax. सूर्य नमस्कार में अगर सूर्य प्रोग्राम में भी देते हैं रिलैक्स 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 आफ्टर एवरी 10 asanas. नहीं तो you cannot, the body will not accept it. Then here also the stretch part get relaxed and the circulation improves. This type of yogic relaxation aims at the release of tension, working at the level of the conscious, at a tranquil state of mind. This relaxation will the total relaxation to the nervous system, which activates your conscious level. आसनास का हो गया, षटकर्मस हो गया, आसनास का effect of pranayama. So long as the deep breathing in pranayama is continued and the air is moving in and out of the lungs, the mind remains unstable. When the breath is stopped, the activity of the mind is also controlled and it becomes a standstill. स्थिर सुखम आसन, वो बोलते हैं ना, सेम वे प्राणायाम में different nadis are purified by practicing pranayama. Nadis are subtle changes or the passages for the transmission of the nerve impulses or the condition of the prana, or the circulation of the blood, or the lymph, or even the for the flow of the air through them. Among the main nadis, Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna nadi gets purified because they are attached near the nose, near the respiratory tract. Okay, it moves along this. The seven chakras moves along the vertebral column. Most important nadi which opens when both the nostrils are Sushumna nadi. This pranayama eradicates all types of malas from the body and the mind. Malas in yogic is a toxic factor that leads to an imbalance in the body and the mind by obstructing or blocking the normal functioning of the nadis. In Jalandhar Bandh, the head is bent and the chin is pressed firmly on the chest. Due to this, the internal and the external parietal nerves are pressed. This specific neuromuscular action around the neck will influence the circulatory nervous function and the glandular thyroid secretion. Jalandhar Bandh में chin lock होता है, so naturally there will be the effect on the thyroid and the neck problem, and including on the thyroid and parathyroid also. The heart rate slows down and the BP reduces. Okay. It also induces a particular state of awareness which helps in the mental abstraction from the external things. It prevents the blood flow toward the head and prevents the extra flow to the brain. The vagus nerve is stimulated. Thus, a practice of Jalandhar Bandh would give us the expected results from the voluntary control of breathing, such as concentration, balance in the autonomic functioning, that is central nervous system and sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system, which combined is known as autonomic nervous system. Conscious control on the mind, which are necessary for the higher practice like dhyana. Effects of pranayama on the different systems. Anulom Vilom, though pranayama nahi hai, Shuddhi Kriya mein lena mangta, but here it is mentioned in this. These nostrils are supplied with both sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous branches of ANS. ANS is also related to other functions of the body as well as the opposite forces working with mental, emotional, and psychological activities of the individual. During the practice of Anulom Vilom Pranayama, the cortical activity in relation with the intellectual planning, analysis, ego consciousness, and the thought process is greatly reduced to minimum. Benefits क्या है? It brings tranquility and peace to the mind, making it both balanced and stable. The soothing effect of Anulom Vilom on the nervous system reduces the various emotional tensions and one feels relaxed and light. Calmness and mental relaxation are felt immediately after the practice. It improves the function of digestion and sleep also. The Ashtakumbhak and are Surya Ujjayi, Sitkari, Siddhili, Bastrika, Brahmani, Morcha, Pravini, Hator. Though the extension it is mentioned in pranayama, but traditionally Atava Pradipana is not a pranayama. Girenda said that in slogan that Vayu cannot enter the nadis as long as the are full of impurities. Therefore, the first nadi should be purified and then the pranayama should be performed Ashtakumbhak after Anulom Vilom. So that's why Anulom Vilom is taken as the purificative process and the purification a better Ashtakumbhak. That's what Atava Pradipika has stated. The prolonged exhalation in Rechaka, Ujjayi, predominance of parasympathetic branch of autonomic nervous system, and therefore one feels calm and relaxed. The controlled production of sound, which creates unnecessary awareness. That is because of the constriction of the epiglottis. जो constrict होता है inhale करते हुए, and it gets relaxed when the exhalation takes place. The mind is fully engaged in the controlled breathing process. Example, controlled production of sound, which creates necessary inner awareness. This increases one-pointed attention and induces a typical state of consciousness and also increases the power of concentration. Ujjayi Pranayama can provide better changes of oxygen absorption. As Ujjayi Pranayama can provide better chances of oxygen as as and when required, depending upon the metabolic rate of the body. Sitkari pranayama, those are having problem of hypertension, excessive bile secretion, acidity, extreme with the burning sensation can take best advantage from the pranayama. Good luster and glow on the face makes more attractive. Sitkari pranayama is practiced regularly. This pranayama removes lethargy and makes the practitioner more efficient. Sitkari precaution that one can do practice in the early morning in the open air when the temperature is below 20 degrees as he may catch cold. Okay. So preferably 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, this can be practiced, Sitkari. During cold season, during otherwise the temperature, the body temperature will be acceptable in the summer season and this also. Shitali pranayama experience cooling effects in the body and therefore gets cooled. Atava Pradipika 2/58 states that a disease of the lungs and the spleen, liver, inflammation, overproduction of the bile, consequences of poisonous food consumption are cured through this pranayama. Okay. By their benefits by Shitali pranayama. Okay. By so doing, one experiences the coolness and the calmness of the mind. This pranayama should not be performed in the open air when the temperature is below 5 to 10 degrees centigrade because the air enters directly into the lungs. Suryavedana pranayama, it creates heat in the body due to the dominance of the right nostril, which activates the sympathetic nervous system. Right nostril activates the sympathetic nervous system, left nostril activates the parasympathetic nervous system. Clear the sinus in the forehead, covers the Vata disorder, and eradicates the warmth of the disease lying in the abdomen. Speeding of the eating process is required and freshness is maintained. Increases in the lung capacity, good resistance, power, more steadiness on the mind, and better concentration power. Persons with high blood pressure, delusionist, insomnia, and those having different shifts of the work should practice Anulom Vilom and not this pranayama. Bhastrika pranayama maintains all the three doshas in a balanced state, extra secretion of mucus stock. It cleans all the nadis and stimulates the sacral part more. As per Giranda Samhita, 5/7, one experience joyous free conditions and joyous peaceful mental state feeling after regular practice. See, please note it down as per it is mentioned. I have taken out from Hatava Pradipika and Giranda Samhita. So this you can mention in the examination when it is asked what are the benefits of Bhastrika pranayama. So this is as per the scriptures only. So that's why I purposely mentioned here. So persons with high blood pressure, insomnia, mental or emotional should avoid this pranayama contraindications. I'll mark it in red so you can remember in the exam. Pranayama 2/68, Brahmari. Mind gets absorbed in the pleasurable and soothing vibratory sound. Primary effect of this pranayama is a tranquilization of the mind, means it relaxes. It leads toward the jhana, reduces the instability of the mind, and calms it down. The vibratory mind should not be harsh too loud. Effects of बंदास now, जाने बंदास. ब्राह्मणी में एक मेरे को रिमाइंड करना है, एसपीएसएम में रिसर्च में ये किया है कि when you inhale to protrude your tongue to the upper hard palate, the effect of the Brahmari is much more than otherwise in the normal tongue which remains. Oh, Brahmari Kupar. These are the higher studies which has been made, which has been found more effective on the neurological disorders of the patients. Okay. Bandhas on the different system. When the bandhas is applied, the inspired air which is compressed in the lungs will not be allowed to rush out with force. This will give expected results from the voluntary control such as concentration, balance in the autonomic functions, conscious control on the mind, which are necessary for higher practice like dhyana. The thyroid gland secretes the hormone thyroxine T4. By applying this bandha, the gland is squeezed. By applying Jalana bandha, this fleshy gland is squeezed. This secretory response of the gland are modulated. It influences the rate of metabolism. Jalana bandha causes prana to collect in the Vishuddhi chakra, the middle chakra between the physical body and the brain, that is at the throat. Vishuddhi chakra is described as deep purple lotus, which has 16 petals called as adharas, which means support or receptacle, which contains a particular field. Each petal adhara has specific potential power. Of 8 petals said to be contain poison, the 16 is amrut. I think this in the last Udyanban. Udyanban changes the force on the downward movement of the Apana Vayu and unites it with the Prana Vayu and Samana Vayu in the navel center. When the two energies, Prana and Apana, meet in the navel center, there is an explosion of the force which travels through the Sushumna Nadi. And further by Udana Vayu, it takes it in the higher center. This requires a long period of practice over a period of years. Mulban. This process takes place due to the contraction of the perineum and the anus. It takes place in the center of the body. The Muladhara chakra is directly contracted. Controlled systematic contraction of the perineal body produces heat in the body, and this awakens the potential of Kundalini. Mahabandha, it is a great lock. It has Antarkumbhak, Jalandhar, Moolbandh, and Chambay Mudra. Moolbandh forces the prana upwards and prevents it from escaping from the lower outlets, and Jalandhar prevents upward leakage. When Udyanbandh is added, prana and apana are forced towards each other to eventually meet in the navel center. This forces toward the Ajna chakra. This affects the hormonal secretion of the pineal gland and regulates the entire endocrine system. This comes to the end of this 51 slides over here. Thank you.
थैंक यू सो मच मेनन सर. किसी को कुछ क्वेश्चन है तो प्लीज आस्क. अदरवाइज